Alright folks, so for this video, we will quickly examine the Harry Hopkins Mk.1 and then we'll take a look at the recently released HD pictures of the previous premium tanks already covered, and finally we'll wrap up with the summary of potential vehicles likely for holiday ops. There are a few collecting dust already in the game files and a few on the Supertest, so let's do a summary of all of them because I have to pad the video out somehow. So premium tier 4 British light tank Harry Hopkins Mk.1. It is based off of the Tetrarch light tank chassis, but with a 2-pounder 40mm. It's the same gun that's on the Matilda, but different turret design ish, and a little bit better armor at the hull front slightly. But funny enough, the Tetrarch, the premium tier 2 Russian light tank, is actually a Lend-Lease back when there wasn't a British tech tree, so they had to put it into the Russian tech tree, but we don't have an actual Tetrarch for the Brits for some reason. Alright. But I think this will be one of the pretty good tier 4 lights. Rapid firing gun, so 2-pounder, good pen for tier 4, so the same as the Matilda, but accuracy is alright. With a 100% crew, it's a little bit better, and it has a lot of DPM for tier 4, so that's decent. Not as much as the Matilda, but still decent enough. Top speed of 50, horsepower per ton ratio is actually decent for tier 4 as well. Hull traverse, turret traverse fast, no armor whatsoever. View range is pretty good too. Crew of 3. Nothing out of the ordinary, but that DPM is actually not half bad. The Matilda has about 1600, so it's still fairly decent. And plus, this thing is a lot faster than the Matilda. Camouflage rating is also pretty good. View range is good. No armor, yeah, whatever. Some armor at the front, so you could bounce a few machine gun shells, but that's practically it. So machine guns from like Panzer 1Cs or something, but it's low tier. You have a lot of health, so everybody spends like a minute trying to kill each other. Everybody's a bullet sponge. It's not a half bad vehicle, and you carry a lot of shells. Also, you get to carry high explosive, whereas the actual Matilda doesn't get high explosives for some reason. Alright. Not a bad, fairly good vehicle. Also premium. And nobody plays low tiers. So let's take a look at the HD pictures I missed since they just came out. This one's for German captured KV1 with the German cupola and the 75mm. Looks pretty nice. It's all gray, whitish, so obviously different than the olive green for the Russians. There's also a German captured KV2 technically in War Thunder, so we could see that too. Or we can see the 88 mounting on this vehicle, or the T-34 85 or something. So they swap out the gun, but that's super fake, so it's made up. There's no such thing as T-34 88s, even though it's pretty famous. Yeah, holiday ops. I would rather have the KV-1SA version with the auto reloader, but hey, this is for Germans, it's not for Russians. It's decent German enough. Sniping. This is the Object 283. Looks more like a heavy tank based on the size. It's classified as a assault medium tank, but it looks like a heavy, for Christ's sake. Looks like a mini 705 for that matter. Holy crap. Commander cupola is small. Block off also with a periscope in front, so periscope act as space armor. You could shoot the lip right here. That might be a weak spot. That also might be a weak spot. It's a medium tank, but it has 190 at the hull front and about 190 rounded at the turret front too. That looks like a heavy tank. It's not a medium. Rounded, also V-shape somewhat of a hull design. So I'm guessing this is likely space armor, like the IS-3s, so space armor package, and side scripting would be pretty good with this vehicle. It's a heavy tank, for Christ. It's considered as a medium, but it's a heavy. Jeez. Well, it's also rounded in the ass too. Huh. Well, this is also a premium, so it makes more credit and crew XP, yada yada. Every tier 9 is a premium nowadays. There's no more special tier 9s for Battle Pass. Just no. This is the AliExpress VZ51, the WZ111 with a check turret from tier 9. Already covered this yesterday, but what the hell are they going to do next? Like mounting the Conqueror's turret on a WZ111 and call it a new vehicle? That would be pretty good. Yeah, the Conqueror's turret is pretty good. Oh no. It's change into like the 110 hull, and that would be a little bit more different, right? Not everybody use the WZ111. There's so many of them. Use the 110's hull. It has a better pike nose. Well, weaker lower plate, but still, every lower plate is garbage. 17 is still there, as we talked about yesterday. Oh no. Yeah, it's not a half bad looking vehicle. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's another Chinese premium, considering with Russian premiums. So that's all the HD pictures, but I have collected the list of potential candidates for holiday ops. So we have a few already in the game files. The green ones are already in the game files. The red ones are on Supertest, so we'll likely see them soon for the next common test. But we'll have to take a look later on. So you probably already saw a bunch of these. Some of them are pretty controversial, like this one, for example, or the K2, like IS4 at tier 8, sure, with a stock D25T 122. It just so we cover a lot of this. This is going to be the holiday ops gift, the T26 Chinese version. So I already knew about that. Some vehicles I already forgot, like over the year, like the T34M with the T54's turret, and yet still with the 85mm. So okay, I forgot. But so from the list, this recently got moved from tier 8 back to tier 9 as a premium again, so they rebuffed it, but I don't think it's that special. I mean, it's a sniper, but it's Russian, so it's like having the tier 10 but with the turret at the front instead of at the back. Yeah, it's not that special. Already covered. We'll cover all the vehicles on this comparison page, but I think this is a lot more special than the K91-2. This is practically a T54 with a auto reloader, like a projectile. So Russian projectile on a T54. It's still considered as a standard or, you know, special tier 9, likely for Battle Pass. I'll buy this for Battle Pass. So we need 2 for next year, but this could be it. So this came out this year, I think, but there are a few that has been collecting dust for about 2 years now, like this thing. So, ugh. UDS 03 with a mounted turret instead of a tank destroyer. Yeah, we already covered a lot of all of these. This is whatever. So, sniper medium tank. Yes, turret sucks. Chieftain prototype. This is a premium. It's neckly. It's possibly for next year. Neckly is not a word. Nextly for next year. This thing has been collecting dust for like 3 years now. Object 752, rounded hull, autoloader, I think. Yep, it's an autoloader 122. Has 3 rounds. It's not auto reloader. It's just purely autoloader. So collecting dust for 3 years or so. It's not a premium for now, but oscillating turret too. It has like 250 for the 330. I thought it was 250. Holy crap! Pretty strong support for the oscillating turret, but the cupola is obviously the weak spot for the commander and for the loader. It actually gets a loader for the autoloader. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, collecting dust for 3 years. Ugh. TL7 was recently introduced, mostly. So, tank destroyer instead of a medium tank, even though it should be a medium, but I think they buffed the penetration, or buffed some of the aspects, like accuracy. They buffed the accuracy. So it was 0.38 or something. They buffed it to 0.36. But, it'll be funny if they're going to introduce tier 9 premiums into holiday ops. That might be a first, since we got so many tier 9 premiums too. This was collecting dust, T44 lightweight at tier 8, smaller version of a T54 lightweight, practically, but yeah, we already covered all of these vehicles, so just a quick summary preview. IS4 with a stock D25T, yep, 122. Even though it's stock, it still has better pin than the IS6. The gun is the same as the IS6, but it has better pin for some reason. And garbage DPM, garbage accuracy, that doesn't matter because it has an IS6 hull and IS6 turret. From tier 10. This thing would be a beast in front lines or something. Oh no. you don't need to deal damage, you just take a lot of hits. But then again, there's a bunch of freaking artillery strikes and air strikes and oh god. That's not fun. Oh, the different version of the Object 259A with more armor, so it's not even coming out. So, ooh, this thing is broken. It still has a commander cupola to shoot at. Actually, the loader cupola, technically. But still, I mean, it has pretty strong armor. I don't think it's as strong as the K2, the IS4 prototype at tier 8. It has pretty good hull front, obviously, and pretty decent lower plate, but it has a weak spot. Whereas the K2 doesn't have a weak spot. It is somewhat faster, not really. I have to go back to the comparison just to be sure which one's more broken. K2 has more health, has slower top speed, engine power to horsepower per ton ratio, about the same horsepower per ton ratio. Say the Udarni does not reach the 45 on flat terrain unless it goes down a hill or something, but it obviously has better DPM, better accuracy, worse aim time, and worse gun elevation. It's not coming out, so don't get your hopes up. Same goes for the Object 259A. It has less armor but more mobility, practically. Yep, it's the same vehicle. It's like the Gonzalo to the Caliban. Slight difference, slight. The double barrel TS54, collecting dust. People stop talking about it after a while. Penetration of the 32 pounder is not that great. It's a British gun, 94mm 32 pounder, yada yada. Yep, 2 of them, but still, meh. Penetration is kind of, yeah, it sucks. Object 140's turret onto the WZ-113 or 113 in general. Yeah, gun depression sucks. 4 degrees. It's, yeah. I mean, it is like a medium tank practically. Yeah, like the actual 113, you play it like a medium instead of a heavy. KV4 KTTS got recently buffed, so more gun arc to both sides and a little bit better DPM, right? Oh, 2,700 baseline. That is scary. It's slow, yes, but it has armor, so it's like a turtle in a sense. I forgot about this thing. T-34M 54's turret. It's at tier 7. I thought it was just meh, whatever. They actually increased the turret ring a little bit to support the larger turret, but still, it's an 85mm on a T-34. Already has that at tier 6. This is at tier 7. The turret does not help that much. Not really. I mean, unless this thing goes super fast, it's not. So, average. Or below average. Meh. And we have the douchebag wagon number 3. the large VK6501H. Big. It's alright, but the size is huge. It's like a KV3, so yeah. And it only has like 80mm at the front or something. KV1SA just recently got added in patch 1.18 with the auto reloader. Yeah, not toxic. It's alright. I mean, it's useless, bottom tier, so that's the fun aspect. And finally, the Holiday Ops gift, the Chinese version of the T26. It sucks. Well, it's alright. Accuracy is meh. I mean, it's whatever. It's tier 2 collecting dust. So nobody plays tier 2. Nobody plays tier 3, tier 4. Sometimes tier 5 also. Everything starts at tier 6. Every mission requirements starts at tier 6. Every campaign for the Object 260 or the 726 starts at tier 6. Alright, well there you go folks, just rambling on, padding the video. So we have the T54 Heavy, this is missing. Same goes with recently added the Char Model 75, this is the tank hull with a gun sticking on top. It looks somewhat like a Swedish design, but close enough. We covered the 283, that should be a heavy tank even though it's a medium. The Super M47 patent. The M project looks fairly modern at tier 8. The CS52 is the CS63's turret on the LIS for some reason. Also, we covered the Model 6 of the WZ111. The OF40, also called the Lion, also called the Leone. Who the hell knows? It might be a prototype, one of the which. The shotgun mini fridge of a tank destroyer. That will be fun. This will be the Caliban of this year, if it's in Holiday Ops. And the rest is rest. So we do have a few candidates, but holy crap. Like 50% are Russian vehicles. Jesus Christ. We rarely get any other nation like the Brits or the French. Very rarely. Like we do have a French waiting, but it's mostly Russian. And the next one is somewhat of a American or German? Not really. It's mostly Russian. I mean, there's no Czech. There's no Japanese. I would like to see some garbage random Japanese premium tier 8. That's super boxy and super useless, but hey, they don't have it. Oh, there you go, folks. Potential candidates for Holiday Dosh, as well as HD pictures of the recently leaked Supertest vehicles, and we already covered the Harry Hopkins, so everything's caught up. And hopefully Holiday Ops doesn't suck. I'm still waiting for a 80s action star to star in it, like Dolph Lundgren. That would be great. Sylvester Stallone. Well, Dolph Lundgren would be a little bit better. I must break you. And he also fits the Russian theme. I must break you. And break your wallet. But if you get like Steven Seagal, the washed up, I'll take you to the bank, Mayor. The blood bank. That would be great. Or Harrison Ford. That would also be fun. Get off my plane. Or get off my tank. And just kick him in the face. That would be great. Well, there you go, folks. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
「ただそこにある